Roslyn, would you like to say something?
Hello. Good afternoon. Good day, everyone. Actually, I became active in TBC last March 2020, though I already joined March 2017. And then from then on, I keep on attending the meeting, the mass adoption team training with admin. And then I became actually inactive for 3 months. And then when I learned that there is United for Food, because before that inactivity for 3 months, the real story is my sponsor is Sir Noli Rabel, and then I tried to attend to watch the broadcasting, and I saw it as if there is no direction. That is my personal opinion and my judgment on that, watching that broadcasting. So I decided to stop for 3 months, and then after 3 months, I joined back again on April, and then I learned that there is this United for Food. So since I know already Ma'am Marilu Brau, I approached her. Ma'am Marilu, can you tell me about what is this United for Food all about? So she explained everything to me, and then, but before the decision of letting her mentor me, I already Sir Noli Rabil already learned about it. So I asked permission from Sir Noli that I will let Ma'am Marilu Brau to mentor me, and then I knew well for 3 months already Ma'am Marilu Brau. She is she is not that the attitude. 3 months, I know her very very well, and then she's just that kind of leader that she will motivate, and then she wants results. So I really learned much from the leadership of Ma'am Marilu Brau for the 3 months. So I became active just because of the mentorship of Ma'am Marilu Brau, and it is with all my commitment, all my love, and for Tacloban City, I want to build Tacloban City. That's all. And actually, before August 7, I already have 34 paid in crypto. I already built an assembly of 34 in Tacloban City.
That's you have also members who pay the annual.
Yeah, I have 2 annual.
Yes.
So that's all. Thank you po.
Regarding the district committee, I would just like to address Ma'am Amada. It's not only me who is deciding. Of course, there are requirements. We asked you to write to our secretary, and then we will discuss about it. Yeah, it's not only me who is deciding. So do not judge me for who I am not. It's very, very unfair.
Okay? Admin, may I say something?
Sure, go ahead, Imbe.
Yes, admin, I think that I have met all these leaders personally. We have had a very good time in Philippines. When you look at Noli Ace, Marilu Brau, and Ma'am Halima, these are fantastic leaders. And I think that if all of them come together, they should look past their small problems. They should look at the goal instead of looking at small things. But honestly, I think Ace, Noli, Marilu Brau, Red Hunter, and Ma'am Halima, TBC in Philippines will be on fire. I think if we put any of these people out of the game, I think we are actually putting more conflict. We'll be causing more conflict because these leaders are all fantastic. I have met them personally. We have had meetings together. We have had trainings together. They are fantastic people. So I think that's, for me, personally, I don't know about the others, but this is one of the best teams, yes, that I'm seeing so far. Maybe the others, I'm not so close with them, but for me, I support all of them.
All right, thank you so much for that contribution, Imbe. Let me share from my perspective now. Okay. So if you look at our mission, it starts out by saying that may we serve one another with love and respect. That's the opening line of the mission of TBC, of the Kringle Society. Okay. So the shining principles or guides that we follow are love and respect. So, you know, if I personally had heard something grievous about any one of the seven, and I didn't hear someone from the audience that would, indicate, something grievous that was already made known to my attention, then I would then bring it up myself. But I always allow you and the mass adoption team to present that first, okay, if there was something grievous. So I think we need to, consider the principles of what we're trying to do here. In order to move society forward, we're going to need to allow for our differences to be set aside. We're not all going to get along. We're not going to all like each other, okay? And just because we may not like each other, or we may feel, like a conflict in personality or something that may feel like, feelings have gotten hurt, I just don't consider hurt feelings as something that you would hold, as a solid reason. Now, if someone's being dishonest, or they've been known to rip somebody off, they've done something that has, hurt, brought harm. The idea is do no harm. So if someone has been harmed other than their feelings, but if they've been harmed in some way that they've been defrauded, or they've been lied to, or they've been deceived, these are the kind of things that I'm looking for, to be honest with you. If we're going to be rejecting a group that has stepped up to say they'd like to take the lead, okay, and move an organization or a project forward, okay? So that's just my position. You're welcome to have your own way of looking at it. I'm not trying to impose my point of view on any one of you. There's like 442 of you that are here listening, and you each can basically choose for yourself how you want to see things, and if you put more energy into the idea of someone's feelings got hurt and that's a problem, then maybe you would vote no in the second round. But so far those that presented themselves, unless they want to jump in immediately and say, oh, but I do have a case of dishonesty, or a case of fraud, or a case of scamming, or a case of doing something that is truly harmful, and I think we might understand that part of love is forgiveness. How can you have love without it? And how can we come together and unite without it? How could we ever unite as a people around the world if we allow our feelings to be what we use as a guide? Our feelings are transient. We might feel good about something today and feel bad about it tomorrow, and then back again to feeling good about it the next day. That's the problem with feelings. It can change as often as the weather does. But if an act that is dishonest or deceptive, that's not so easily erased. That kind of embeds itself like into a stone. Okay. So, I really hope, let's see here. All right, so I really hope that we all consider, everything that's been heard today by both people that are, for and those people that are against. I hope we consider everything in the next vote. Be very, very careful with this vote, because it's going to have an impact. Obviously, there's going to be an impact here, regardless if it's going to be a ratified committee or not. Okay. So the majority will basically take this. The majority of the mass adoption team will make the decision here. It's a bit of a democracy. We're not looking for necessarily 100% because if we did that, we would never get anything ratified. Okay, if we made everybody happy, nothing would get ratified. You know what I'm saying? We just don't have time for that. So we have to be kind of democratic and let the majority win. So whatever the majority says is what is the way it's going to go. Okay, and I hope we can all accept the final result, whatever it may be. Okay, so go ahead and vote. Now that you've heard everything, either vote yes or vote no, and the majority shall have it. Vote now. And Mbe and I are going to watch the votes. Just vote one time. So far, about 100 of you have voted. You know, all 400 of you should cast a vote. I think maybe 200 have voted. Please, everyone, vote. Okay, there we go. I would say we have a solid 300 yeses here, and I've seen some no's, but they're certainly not showing up that often. So the majority says yes. This committee has been ratified. Congratulations to this committee for being ratified. And I think this has been a great learning opportunity of how democracy works. Okay. So I hope you understand the consequences of democracy. Okay. It doesn't mean everybody's going to be happy. Okay. Doesn't mean everybody's going to be happy. I'm sorry, but not everybody in a democracy can be happy. Okay. But otherwise, we get nothing done if we're considering everybody's vote. We're not trying to elect a pope here. You know what I'm saying? Where it's got to be unanimous. It's not like that. We're not looking for a universal agreement whenever it comes to democracy. And sometimes votes can be a close call. They could be, 51% to 49%, So, yeah. But at the end of the day, we have to accept the final answer that comes from the majority. And I hope those of you that voted no are willing to make the best effort possible to work with this committee for the service that they would provide. Okay. So congratulations, Philippines, for getting ratified as a food subsidy committee on the national level. We hope that you will succeed at bringing at least one, 50-mile radius together that will have 1,000 paid members, so that we can have a food subsidy center planted in the Philippines at some point. That is your mission. That is your objective for being in this committee. Okay, that you need to make that happen. Then after that, you make that happen. Then you'll have more responsibilities on managing the funds and make sure they're used the way they're supposed to be used. Okay, which is to serve the community, the funds. So you are the oversight committee of that. Okay. I think this has been a very valuable thing to learn, and I hope we keep this in mind as we continue to ratify other committees, and that's also understood when it comes to building assemblies. Again, somehow we've got to work with each other, even if we don't like everybody. Okay. I tell people this all the time. I love everyone, but it doesn't mean I like you. Okay? I love everyone, but it doesn't mean I like you. I like who I like, and that's about it. And I have my opinion and reasons for why I like someone and why I don't like some others. But even the ones that I don't like, I'm going to love them because, we're all one species. We're all one race. We are the human race. And we must look to each other to make this a better world for our children. We must come together to make this world better. We can leave a world behind that's better than the one we came into. And it's going to take unity to make that happen. And the people are being called now to stand up and unify for the sake of freedom, for the sake of righteousness, for the sake of a brighter future, and not be so willing to accept tyranny and oppression when it presents itself, and even if it comes out strong, that we cannot stand in fear, but we must have the faith to always work to overcome those things that might scare us, and let us